Hello, everyone. Lawyers, stalkers, etc. Viewers. Let's have court part 27 or 28. I can't remember. Sorry, Your Honor. Forgive me. It's a tedious, long story with many aspects, nuances, and contexts that need to be conveyed. It's imperative. Anyway, two subjects that popped into my head in addition, kind of as addendums to things I've said earlier. Your Honor, I gave you the story about the thugs in the most explicit detail I possibly could, that I remembered. A couple of my viewers, two viewers came to one of my arguments here, or some of my testimony here, and they both kind of said the same thing, that maybe the person I couldn't see was the person I was supposed to do something, but they made me realize, they made me look at the event again. And here's an indicator of intention. The two thugs that I believe were sent by a certain group of people that own a $20 million estate. Remember, Pleasantville, New Jersey, a Wawa, a convenience store. My girlfriend's in the store. I decide to exit the store for some reason. I go out the front of the store. My car is parked on the side of the store, the corner of the side and front of the store. These two thugs first approach me when I'm about to get to my car again, which is in the front, and where the side of the building meets the front of the building. There's a walkway that goes down the side to the back of the building. So remember, Your Honor, these men approached me and I was still by the front of the building. Now they creeped towards the back of down the side of the building, right in front of me, towards the back of the building. That's where they decided to make their big move. Come talk to us. Yeah, you. We want to talk to you. That's what they said. Or the driver said. Whoever was speaking, I think it was the driver. Yeah, it was the driver. I remember that now. So they made, my two viewers made something new occur to me that I didn't think of before. Where did the men want to speak to me? Speak to me, because it wasn't just going to be a conversation. How do I know that, Your Honor? Well, they wanted to have that conversation at the back of the store, where the side and back of the store meet, probably for a quick getaway, possibly to hurt me, possibly to wave a gun in my face, possibly to say you better start keeping your mouth shut and not talking about certain people. I can pretty much imagine it would have went the cliche mob way. And in my opinion, the location where these two men wanted to have the conversation or talk kind of gives the game away, doesn't it? They didn't want to have the conversation and talk at the front of the store where I was. They didn't just stop the car, say, hey, can you come over here and give us directions or something? Nope. They creeped, made sure to get my attention. The guy's yelling at me the entire way, Poppy, Poppy. They want my attention specifically. This is what they came here for, and that's obvious by the way they acted. One more time, Your Honor. They wanted to talk at the back of the store, where the side of the building meets the back, where no one's going to see. And it makes for a nice, quick getaway. And who knows what the full scope of it was, but these two viewers, the way they pointed out, maybe there was a reason you couldn't see that other guy, Nick. Maybe they had nefarious intentions. They didn't want you to see that other guy. Maybe there was a reason for that. Maybe that was the guy that was supposed to do something. Who knows? All I know is neither of them did shit. Because I ain't stupid enough to walk up to a car with a couple of mobsters in it. Are you fucking crazy? I'm from Jersey, baby. We don't fuck around like that. Sorry about the language, Your Honor, but I'm from Jersey, okay? We don't play like that. And, you know, it could have went a lot worse. for some people that day. Let me leave it there. But one more time, because I want to be real clear about this. This is a real epiphany that these two people, these two viewers, led me to. It made me rethink the incident. Think of a different new one. Oh yeah, they didn't want to talk at the front of the store. They wanted to talk at the back of the store, where they could maybe do something real quick, where that won't be seen. Whether it's just wave a gun in my face, threaten me, say something, wave a gun and threaten me, shoot me, who knows? But these weren't two normal random people looking for directions to the turnpike, okay? And I think the way I relayed the story as it actually happened proves that. Where they wanted to talk to me at proves that they came to see me specifically. They couldn't come to my hotel, Your Honor, because there's cameras everywhere there. They'd be caught on camera, game over. We tie one of them back to some people, jail time, game over. Whole world of problems for some very rich people. They can't have that. So that's the part that gives the game away, and I never realized that until recently, thanks to these two viewers. Where those two men wanted to talk to me, the location they chose. Again, if they were just two random people, why didn't they stop the car right where I was so we could talk face to face? No, they needed the conversation, Your Honor. I think this is pretty indisputable. They needed the conversation to take place away from the front of the store, where a lot of people could potentially see. The fact they didn't stop the car at the front of the store where I was tells me all I need to know. The fact that they tried to coax me back to some, spot like an alleyway or something, if it were to take place in the city. Yeah, some shady character trying to coax you. Come back here, talk to us. Yeah, you. We want to talk to you. They were looking for me specifically, made it pretty clear. Nobody else. Yeah, you. Come over here like a dumbass, like a fucking stupid doe. So we can shoot you, threaten you, whatever the plan was. Who knows with these people? That's the moment I knew I was dealing with mob. That's the moment. And again, the FBI gentleman coming later, that was also, in my opinion, verification that these are the tactics these people use. Send a couple men to scare me. Send a couple men with FBI jackets to scare my ex-girlfriend. This is how they operate. Nothing like this, again, Your Honor, ever happened to me in my life. I never had mobsters in Mercedes wanting to talk to me at the back of stores before, where no one can see. Never had two FBI agents show up at my house or anyone's house, friend of mine, girlfriend, whatever, ever in my life. All of a sudden, Nikki starts talking about these specific people, millionaires, online. All of a sudden, he's got FBI visiting him. He's got guys in $150,000 Mercedes sports coupes. One who's in complete shadow that he can't see, trying to coax him to the back of a store to do God knows what. Never happened before. Now, here's another subject. I talked about past, present, and future tense damages. Is the damage in the past? Is the act in the past? No, the act is ongoing. The act is in the past, present, and future as far as all this different defamation and things going on that I described throughout these videos. Here's an example of future consequence of slander, libel, defamation, whatever you want to call it, online about someone that's not true, provably not true by the fact that no one's ever come forth and says, Nick scammed me specifically. Never happened. No one's presented a shred of evidence that I scammed anyone ever. But there are people that have comments, articles, or blogs or whatever, all about me being a charlatan, etc. I got YouTube calling me a scammer. I got Google calling me a scammer. So it's out there, and it's too late, and there's nothing I can do about it, because Google's all-powerful, right, Your Honor? Isn't that what you're going to tell me? Based on some congressional law that was passed, whatever, some bill they lobbied to get passed, whatever. That's what you're going to tell me? That they're not liable or something, right? Let's continue anyway. I'd like to test these legal waters, if you will, Your Honor. So here's a great example of how this damage is everlasting and future tense, on top of past and present tense damage. It's lifelong. Let's say I decide to rejoin corporate America before. I've worked for some huge corporations. Compass Group, Taj Mahal, Revel, huge companies. Let's say I decide to hop back in that arena. Because I should have the option, right? That's where I want to take my life, right? No, YouTube and others have taken that away from me now. And YouTube and third parties and other websites have taken that away from me by having information online that I'm a scammer, not restoring accounts after being accused of being a scammer. All of that information is out there. So let's say tomorrow I decide to try and get a job with let's pick a place. I don't know, Apple. Totally random, no interest in working for them, just picked them out of a hat. We all know that the large corporations and a lot of other jobs, they might run an internet search on you and see what comes up. What's going to come up when they run my name? We all know that. I've explained that to the court, to you, Your Honor, and the jury. I've explained what's going to come up when you Google my screen names. Those screen names are attached to my real name. We all know this. A lot of defamation's going to come up, calling me a charlatan and this and that, scammer. Maybe there's info about accounts being taken down due to scamming out there. So now Apple does an internet search on me. Oh my God, he's a scammer. He's this and that. YouTube said he's a scammer. Google took an account away. Oh my God, there's people, charlatan over here on LSA. All these comments on millionaires' social media pages. Wow, we can't hire this guy. Again, Your Honor, never scammed anyone in my life. Why am I saddled with this? Is this fair to my future? That I'm saddled with this when I've never been charged with anything remotely related to that, or even accused of it by an individual for 7 years. Is this fair, Your Honor? Is this right? I don't deserve any recompense for this? You wouldn't say I do. I'm asking you. I mean, come on. Future tense damage that I have no control over because Google is God, because YouTube is God. Are we going to let that stand, Your Honor? Is that what you're going to tell me? Are we going to let this stand? Does this seem right to you? That these trillion-dollar companies can just ruin my life on a whim, and I can't ever get it back, and there's nothing I can do. You're my only recourse, the court system. Hopefully, you'll be on the right side of it. I have faith in you, Your Honor. So one more time, my point is, any future internet searches on me, if I wanted certain jobs, if I was interested in that, because they took broadcasting away from me, Your Honor. Intentionally, in collusion with third parties, and defamed me, and allowed harassment of my viewers and myself, and ruination of my business and reputation via allowing the deployment of a trolling campaign, a professional one. Your Honor, I forgot to tell you, every single day it was like magic, Your Honor. 61 thumbs down every single day, or 60, somewhere around that number, every single day, along with the trolling campaign. Because, you hit the thumb down, that reduces a video's reach. So that's why they do it. That's why a campaign of 60 or 100 people, or 100 accounts, which could be one person controlling 100 accounts, They come and thumb down the video 100 times. That takes its reach. It lowers its reach within the algorithm of the website. The website looks at that. Oh, wow, 61 thumbs down. That's a lot of negative. Let's keep that at the bottom. Let's not circulate that at the top. Now, if it has 61 likes and notice likes, wow, that's a great percentage. The algorithm says, sends it, on its merry way so everyone can see it. So yes, 60 thumbs down every day along with the trolling campaign that this website allowed. They watched it. They knew what it was, Your Honor. Come on. They're not babes in the woods. They've seen a trolling campaign before. They know exactly what it looks like. They enabled and allowed it for a long period of time, as I had women freaking out in my comment section, being called vile things, critiquing their appearance, etc., whatever they could say to rile the women up. And I had some very upset women wanting me to do something, wanting YouTube to do something. I wanted YouTube to do something. Did they care? No. They enabled it. They allowed it. So this isn't just a defamation case. This is allowing and enabling literal harassment and sabotage of my business, my reputation, etc. They allowed the deployment of this trolling campaign, and they knew it was going on. I used to say it on camera what it was. And again, they're not babes in the woods. They knew what it was. But one day, Your Honor, right around the time a certain party hopped a flight, forgive me, hopped a flight to Detroit with an insurance lawyer. Right around that time, one day, magically, the 60 thumbs down, they just went away, Your Honor. Do I think the website took action on my behalf? I can't even say it with a straight face. Of course they didn't. Someone stopped paying for it, Your Honor. Probably, here's another completely fictional scenario for the court. Probably because somebody who was waiting for a determination from an insurance company, because they do their own investigations on whether they want to pay people, what the real story is, before they pay out large payouts in the millions. They want to make sure there's no fraud, weirdness, nothing, no hanky-panky, before they write that check, that large check. So I'm just, again, this is fantasy, this is fiction. I'm just presenting it. Fictional story for the court. Again, I'm assuming in this fictional story, again, we have a woman whose husband died, and she's waiting for an insurance determination from an insurance company. The insurance company comes back and tells her, just imagine this, Your Honor. Yeah, you're only going to get 1/4 of the policy value because of negligence, or you're not getting anything. Both of those things happen in the story. Either one could happen. Somebody flips out and hops a flight. The person waiting for the determination by the insurance company flips out. They hop a flight down to the city that made the suicide ruling on their husband. And with the insurance lawyer in tow, attempt to pressure the medical examiner and the Detroit authorities into changing their ruling from suicide to accidental due to drugs to help their lawsuit. That's why they did it all. And right around the same time, all of a sudden, the 60 thumbs down a video started to stop, Your Honor. So my guess is, in the fictional story, that somebody got tired of paying for it because they were afraid they weren't going to get this lump sum of money they were looking forward to coming in. That's what happens in the fictional story. So yeah, just magically one day, Your Honor, the 60 thumbs down just stops happening. And certain trolls just disappear. Because, in my opinion, I don't know who was behind it exactly. I have my my thoughts on it. But the real point, anyway, let me not even go there. The real point, Your Honor, is this website enabled and allowed it, as women were flipping out because they were being harassed by vile people with an agenda to stop, ruin my audience, attack the money, ruin what I was doing and talking about. Never had a trolling campaign deployed on me until I started talking about certain individuals, Your Honor. Again, certain millionaires. All of a sudden, I got a professional campaign, coordinated campaign in my comment section, scaring my audience away. They would rather die than ever let me have a fair shot at this and see the kind of audience I would build. We all know what that would be. Again, if I had to guess, I'd probably have about 500,000 subscribers by now, be pretty established, and have a career, which is my right, Your Honor, that was taken away by this website and other parties that I've mentioned. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next session, Your Honor.